Three girls rode out at the break of dawn, with the desert dust and the night long gone. Three worn out saddles, three hearts set free, and a wild Mustang running wild and free. Rosie wore a red scarf tied around her hair. Jenny had a six-shooter hanging there. Mary sang songs as the miles rolled by, with the morning sun burning bright in the sky. They didn't need a fortune, they didn't need a name, just an open road beneath their boots and a heart that loved the flame. Three girls in a wild Mustang, riding where the prairie meets the sky, with the wind behind them singing and the freedom in their eyes. They had no goal, they had no plan, just a saddle and a dream. Three girls in a wild Mustang, riding where the world runs free. They stopped at a town called Copper Creek, where the saloon door swung and the whiskey came quick. A gambler smiled and said, "Ladies, stay," but Rosie laughed, "We're already on our way." Jenny won a hand with a pair of eights. Mary danced with a cowboy by the garden gates. Before the moon was high, they were gone, leaving three boot prints where they carried on. They never feared the darkness, they never feared the rain, for every road that disappeared would lead to one again. Three girls in a wild Mustang, riding where the prairie meets the sky, with the wind behind them singing and the freedom in their eyes. They had no goal, they had no plan, just a saddle and a dream. Three girls in a wild Mustang, riding where the world runs free. By sundown they made a camp beneath the stars, with a little old guitar and a mason jar. The Mustang grazed where the creek ran slow, while the fire threw sparks in a golden glow. They talked about places they'd never seen, green mountain valleys and the ocean blue. Then Mary said, "Girls, wherever we go, we'll leave a little piece of us in the road." Years may pass and the trails may fade, the wooden towns may fall and decay, but somewhere beyond that western line, three wild hearts are still riding tonight. Three girls in a wild Mustang, riding underneath the crimson sky, with the stars above them shining and the whole wide world to find. They had no goal, they had no plan, but they had all they needed then. Three girls and a wild Mustang, and a road that never ends. So if you hear a fiddle on a desert breeze, or hoofbeats rolling through the cottonwood trees, look west when the sun goes down. You might see three girls riding out of town.